There's a number of different things going on, but again, at the beginning of the month, I'm showing justice being done, a verdict being rendered, and also especially in relation to a home that maybe has been, troublesome, or something that is needing to be let go of, something that Four of Wands in the upright position represents celebration, joy. It's the home where potentially a marriage is taking place. That's what this garland represents. It's like home is my castle. When this card is showing up in the upright position, it means surprise, joy, excitement, celebration. In the reverse position, it's the castle that is no longer alive. It's the castle that is in disagreement, or in some ways the celebration has faded. I see in the reverse position these flowers have faded, that it's more like flowers hung upside down where they're drying out. So it could be an old parent's home. It could be the home of the childhood home of your youth. It could be a house where there's been a lot of fighting going on. It could be your old house. There's a verdict being rendered regarding your old house, and truth is coming to light. Justice is on your side regarding this one. So if you're involved in a lawsuit that has to do with property that's been disputed over, I see at the beginning of June, Leo, that things are going in a favorable way for you. I see that there may be some sadness or some loss regarding a loved one, or potentially your relationship. If you had lost, say, someone that you were close with, it could be a lover's relationship, someone that you were close or intimate with. Five of Cups is saying that there may be some sorrow, there may be some grief. Five of Cups is usually a card about loss. But it's also saying, there is always in the Five of Cups still love available to you. You may just have to turn around in order to see it. And it's potential with these cards in reverse that it may have been a very familiar and close relationship, but the intimacy, there's something about the loss that is being blocked. There's something where you're not feeling the full weight of that Five of Cups energy, the sorrow. It could be like a lover that you let go of, but you feel a little bit sad, but it's not completely devastating to you. Or it could be a person that you are close with, a friend or a family member, where there's a loss impending, but that it's not hitting you as hard as it might if it were in the upright position. They could also be someone that was related to this home life here. It could be like an old roommate, or, if a family member you're no longer speaking with because of the disagreement of this home situation. Justice is on your side. A verdict will be rendered where the truth comes out. So that's the beginning of June for you, Leo. I do see that in the middle of the month, your vitality or your radiance wants to come out, but there's something dampening it. There's something that's holding it in reverse, which means in shadow. So there's either some sort of relationship here, or this can be either with someone else or integration of yourself. This is balancing of female and male energies. So I'm going to ask you, Leo, with this card showing up in the reverse position, is there a way that you're being too fiery, or a way where you're leaning too much into the feminine or too much into your masculine side? The ideal in this card is to find balance there. That's where harmony is. That's where radiance is. This is your card, Leo. So when the sun shows up, when the sun comes out, it means all things positive. It's joyful. You can see these sunflowers that are blooming. It's all about radiance and vitality and courage and all those great Leo qualities. In the reverse position, are you kind of feeling more like the kitty cat that's being kept indoors? I'm thinking of like a cat that is not shining forth radiantly, that's kind of being kept in a house and is locked inside. So I want to encourage you, Leo, in the middle of the month to go forth and shine out your radiance. It's really going to be about balancing the two different sides of you, the masculine and the feminine sides together. And that's when you really shine, Leo. So consider that. People love to see the sun of the Leo shining. I mean, part of it could be that there's something that you're ready to move on from. This is moon energy, and this is Eight of Cups, which means having poured your heart into something, being ready for a new cycle. This could be moving on from a job, a lifestyle, a home, a relationship. It's something that you used to love, but the cycle is wrapping up. And this is the person who's ready for a new journey. So there's something that you may be kind of ready to leave behind. And in tandem with this, you can see both of these are wearing red cloaks. To a certain extent, this guy too, his is more rust colored. But there's going to be satisfaction for you, Nine of Cups energy, available in being a survivor through all of this. This is also 9 energy, which is the end of a cycle, letting go. 8 means preparing to let go. 8 means, you know, feeling weary, feeling ready to move on. 9 is actually when you move on, and you actually do show up as the survivor and satisfaction here. So when you move on from that cycle, when that cycle ends, whatever is weary for you, whatever feels like it's just another dreary, it's kind of like keeping on for the sake of keeping on. It's almost just, it's wearing you out. This shows that you actually survived through it, and there's a lot of satisfaction in it for you, Leo. So I encourage you to process that ending, to let go of whatever it is, to move on. This is really saying move on. You're going to survive. You're going to feel full and happy and satiated. This is satisfaction and wish fulfillment. So through moving on, you can see the evolution from 8 of Cups to 9 of Cups. Through being the survivor, you get from a place of feeling weary and dissatisfied and wanting to move on to the next cycle by processing that letting go, by showing up as the survivor. Even if you get knocked down, you get back up, you end up in a place of satisfaction, especially emotional satisfaction and feeling full. Then at the end of the month, Leo, you have, I'm going to say there's going to be something where something seems unfair or something seems out of balance. With these two cards showing up, 7 of Swords means someone who's very me. I want to get out what I want to get out from it. I'm willing to cut corners just to get what I want. It's sort of like, I've heard this card referred to as open dishonor. And it's, if there's any criminal activity going on or any thief energy, because that's what this guy is, it's going to be seen by everyone. And this person, this Temperance card is all about compromise, moderation, balance, peace, order. You know, it's basically loving energy of finding the middle road, finding moderation. And, you know, sometimes this can even be negotiation or conflict mediation. But this shows there's an instability. There's a challenge to peace right now. There's a challenge where people are not compromising. This person is definitely not compromising. He is totally in it for himself. So I'm seeing that there may be a challenge to your peace or the peace of the situation, to the balance, the moderation. Be careful about either you employing this energy, Leo, or someone else who may be trying to cut corners, get more than their fair share, get what's theirs at any expense to the peace, the moderation, the temperance. You know, this is good. This is a good card for harmony and cooperation. You can see she's weighing, it's actually not really clear if it's he or she, but the angel is weighing two different hearts, 2 different desires, and comes to a place of balance between the two. That's being challenged for you at the end of June, Leo. And you may have to be patient. This is the Farmer card. This is 7 of Coins, and this is a card about reassessment, reevaluation. Sometimes it's considered the Millionaire's card, but it is definitely a card of that the money is not coming to the surface at the moment. It's still growing. It's still sweetening. Those grapes are still sweetening on the vine. If you tried to harvest things now, it wouldn't work. They would be too sour. So what it's saying is you may need to employ some patience for the assets that you're looking to collect. This is things in the physical world. So this is money, assets, possessions, values. It could be abstract. It could be values that you want to possess, but you need to wait. You need to employ some patience and really take this time when 7 of Coins shows up to reassess and reevaluate the things that you are trying to gain, the things that you're trying to collect, the garden that you're trying to plant. Because it's kind of sending you out of whack right now between not accepting help, not feeling like the world is your oyster, not feeling your own personal power. Two of Wands is about courageousness. It's about connecting to your personal power. It's about being willing to take a spiritual journey and receive help with it. And it's feeling like the world is your oyster, feeling like you've got the world in the palm of your hands. If you're not employing patience, the two cards that are surrounding this, both of these cards are about patience. But these two cards surrounding this patience card are saying that something is out of whack. You may need to reassess things. You may need to wait, and you may need to look where the compromise is. This is a 2 card. This is also a card about balancing things and moderation. So I want to encourage you, Leo, especially towards the end of June, to take a breath, realize that the harvest may not be ready yet, and find out where the middle road is. Find out where the path of moderation is, because that is what is going to correct both of these cards. That's what's going to put peace in the situation. That's what's going to connect you to your personal power. And that's where these 3 cards with this blue background, which is clarity, logic, analysis, clear thinking, is going to happen. Even though none of these are swords cards. This is fire, this is earth, and this is about spirit, actually, where you're actually going to see things more clearly and bring about more peace, bring about more connection to your feeling like the world is your oyster by waiting for this physical reward to come about. You need to employ some patience towards the end of the month, especially towards whomever is trying to take things away, or be like me, or steal things, or be a thief, or criminal behavior, or activity that is dishonorable in some ways, trying to cut corners, trying to break the rules. So see if you can be like Farmer, where you take the long road. You see things through the long vision. This also connects with the Survivor card. Both of these guys are in it for the long game, and also it may shed some light on any mistrust here, or people that you thought you could rely on, trust in, be vulnerable with, but that this is kind of in reverse. People are not showing up in the way that they really are, or there might be some disagreements here, especially related to a house or a loss. So towards the end of the month, Leo, try to employ patience. It's going to help you connect with feeling stable and peaceful, as well as connected with your own power, your own courageousness, your own spiritual journey. And I mean, this guy's looking straight at this guy. He sees what's going on. He's the one who's being patient, and he knows that, what's 7 swords if you just take off with that? It's all these coins. It's all the riches that I'm waiting for, and I'm going to harvest.